Anyway, I think it's okay. So sorry, huh? Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Yashoda Nandana Jaya Braja Jana Ranjana Yashoda Nandana Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Yashoda Nandana Jaya Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Nidai Gaura Premanande. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. So, very great pleasure actually to be after many lifetimes to be again back here and to see so many nice faces. Actually, there is one saying that old rice nice to eat, old wood nice to burn, old books nice to read, and old friends nice to keep. Really, because old is gold. In Russian language we call Старый друг лучше новых двух. Old friend better than two new. So that's why it's very nice. Nice to see you. Some of you I can see after many lifetimes. Some of you just after some month. We came here since last time. And your wonderful family was always source of inspiration for all of us. In fact, I have to confess that I'm getting this infection of preaching from your wonderful yatra and from His Grace Vaisheshika Prabhu Maharaj. So it's contagious actually. And as we say always, if you really want to continue for a long time, as we discussed today was one devotee, if you really want to go fast, you have to go along. But if you have to go far, you have to go together. So if you want to go fast, you have to go along. But if you want to go far, you have to go together with others. So that's what it's wonderful opportunity. Srila Prabhupada created this ISKCON as a wonderful international family. And when you're going, I came from Los Angeles now, such a wonderful family, such a wonderful gathering of family of Srila Prabhupada. And actually for the first time in my experience, we discussed with one devotee. So how wonderful to have a hug in spiritual family, you know. And I just came to such a big stalwart preachers like Gurudas Prabhu and just, big Giriraj Maharaj. And I just came and I felt like so many uncles are here, so many, brothers, god brothers, and I just, as in big festivals, usually we never dare to say that. But I came to Gurudas Prabhu, Prabhu, can I hug you? Please forgive me. I came to one Maharaj also. Maharaj, can I hug you? Because you're such a nice uncle for me in such a family. And guess what? So, wow, Patri, let's hug together. I have never saw this big stalwart preachers, guru, historical, our history of ISKCON. I never saw them in that relaxed mood, Really. So much so even Giriraj Maharaj, Patri! Who can dare even to come close with such a kind of proposal? But really, first time in history, I dared to the Maharaj, can I hug you, please? And it was such a warm feeling. And what came to my mind, and this is a shloka which I was thinking to speak today, discuss with you. The real friendship, the real family, real friends are those with whom no need to maintain your status quo. You can be yourself, really. Because modern society, people, they really need to artificially maintain themselves. They have to be someone which they are not. Smiling faces, crying hearts. And as one person in Hollywood, one big film star in Los Angeles, he said, I really wish that everyone should become so filthy rich as myself. I want everyone in this world to become very rich, just to understand that this is not the solution. I want everyone to become very rich to understand that this is not the solution. Because real happiness comes from within, and I felt really very wonderful sense of happiness being in such a wonderful transcendental family. And all of us, we are part of this family, and I would like to extend my gratitude and thanks of being part of this wonderful family. It's one of the room of big house of Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, thank you. We need seeking for your wonderful blessings to be able to speak few words, because what I was thinking to discuss today, it's like from chapter number 5, text number 18. 5:18. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Sunichaiva Swapakicha Pandita Samadarshinaha Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Sunichaiva Swapakicha Pandita Samadarshinaha. Vinaya Sampane Mataji. Vidya with education. Vinaya, the gentleness. Sampanne, fully equipped. Brahmane, in the Brahmana. Gavi, in the cow. Hastini, in the elephant. Suni, in the dog. Cha, and eva, certainly, swapake, and the dog eater, the outcast, cha, respectively, panditaha, those who are wise, samadarshinaha, who see with equal vision. And translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The humble sages, by virtue of true knowledge, see with equal vision a learned and gentle brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog eater, outcast. Purport. A Krishna-conscious person does not make any distinction between species or castes. The brahmana and the outcast may be different from the social point of view, or a dog or cow and an elephant may be different from the point of view of species, but these differences of body are meaningless from the viewpoint of a learned transcendentalist. This is due to their relationship to the Supreme, for the Supreme Lord. By His plenary portion as Paramatma is present in everyone's heart. Such an understanding of the Supreme is real knowledge. As far as the bodies are concerned, in different castes or different species of life, the Lord is equally kind to everyone because He treats every living being as a friend, yet maintains Himself as a Paramatma, regardless of the circumstances of the living entities. The Lord as Paramatma is present both in the outcast and in the Brahmana, although the body of Brahmana and that of an outcast are not the same. The bodies are material products of different modes of material nature, but the soul, the super soul within the body are of the same spiritual quality. The similarity in the quality of the soul and the super soul, however, does not make them equal in quantity, for the individual soul is present only in that particular body, whereas the Paramatma is present in each and every body. A Krishna conscious person has full knowledge of this, and therefore he is truly learned and has equal vision. The similar characteristics of the soul and super soul are that they are both conscious, eternal and blissful. But the difference is that the individual soul is conscious within the limited jurisdiction of the body, whereas the super soul is conscious of all bodies. The super soul is present in all bodies without distinction. Om Jnana-timirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutali Swayam Rupah Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadekamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. In this particular verse, there is one specific word which attracts my attention today. Vinaya. Vinaya, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne. Vinaya. Vinaya, this is actually, Prabhupada translates as gentleness. One of the meaning in Sanskrit, Vinaya means humility. Vinamrta. Vinaya. So, in fact, every knowledge starts with humility. Krishna says also same thing in 13th chapter, 8th shloka. Vidya Vinaya, amanitvam adambhitvam ahimsa kshantirarjavam. Amanitvam. So, humility, pridelessness. So we can see Vidya with education and gentleness and humility. Fully equipped in the Brahmana. So he can see with proper eyes, to see the world not as it is, but as we are. And basically, I was meditating today how perception of this world, we all have different. And Bhagavad-Gita basically teaching us how to perceive world through the eyes of supreme knowledge. In fact, I was just thinking, Bhagavad-Gita was given to Arjuna in the battlefield. Right? It's just not very comfortable AC class, air conditioned, we're sitting together and very comfortable in carpets. And no, it was battlefield. Can you imagine? Horses fighting and all these warriors, Akshauhini standing, just about to fight. And Krishna saying, well, should we have some Bhagavad Gita class, by the way? Krishna, what are you talking about? And just all the horses and chariots, just lined up. And then, no, this is very important. In order to change your drishti, to change your perspective. And in fact, he said, I will give you such a knowledge, and you have to be very happy. So sukham kartum avayam. In the battlefield, where there is blood about to flow, and so many people will be dead in short time, and Arjuna is shivering and crying, Asupurna Kulekshanam, so tears in the eyes, he dropped his bow, and he's completely stressed. He requires some stress management, and Krishna is saying, listen, I will give you such a knowledge which can make you from zero to hero. You'll become very happy. And Bhagavad-Gita is the book of choice. It's giving choice. As you can see in Bhagavad-Gita, Krishna is not forcing Arjuna. He's giving him choice. But as you know, sometimes you're getting some mobile telephone or something, there is some default setting already there. It comes with default settings. So similarly in Bhagavad-Gita, in order to get best use of this device or this book, there is some default settings there, which you must follow. And one of the settings is, you have to accept spiritual master. Otherwise, without Bhagavad-Gita, it will not work. It will know Gita. And the meaning of Bhagavad-Gita, actually in Sanskrit also Gita. Gita, if you can speak Gita, 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 it will become Tyagi. Gita, 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 Sarvadvarman Parityaja Mamekam Saranam Raja. So you have to give up your false ego. And Krishna is very clever. You see, if you can analyze Bhagavad-Gita, he starts Bhagavad-Gita with Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Thuras, just a little bit pulp, and he ends Bhagavad-Gita Sarvadharman Parityaja. He goes as a needle and come out as a plow. He demands everything. He's very demanding lover. And he demands, you have to be attracted to me. Maya sakta maya partha mayam jan madashraya. While in the beginning, very slowly, he's not demanding at all. Not only, he's smiling. Arjuna shivering and crying, and Krishna just standing. What nonsense. He's just completely chastising him. But he never gives Bhagavad-Gita until unless Arjuna actually karpanya dosha pahata svabhava. Shishyastiham sadhiyam tvam prapanam. He becomes his disciple. So there are certain default settings. Krishna definitely gives choice to us. But if you can analyze, we don't have much choice. The only choice is to surrender. And that's actually the message of Bhagavad-Gita. Because choice is making our mind complex. And as small babies, we are very much ignorant. We can take wrong choice and we can do some nonsense. Like Srila Prabhupada once, he was walking on the street and he saw in America, and he saw a big billboard. And there was billboard advertisement of the cigarettes. And cigarettes named Cool. And it is a very beautiful boy and girl standing, a waterfall, and this boy is smoking cigarette and say, cool. So if you really want, and it's written, if you really want to be cool, smoke cigarettes, cool. And Srila Prabhupada says, just see what a madness. They're taking fire in the mouth and they're saying, cool. It's called mad civilization. Nunam pramatta kurute vikarma. Yat indriya prithaya aprinoti. Pramatta kurute. So pramatta means madness. So if you can give to the crazy person choice, too much choice, he'll create some crazy things. You see? Like in American history, also it was, it's historical fact. Before, they manufactured cigarettes, right? They manufactured the cigarettes, and it was the business of the man only. But when market was saturated completely, and all these cigarette companies, they found that now its market saturated and its business not going as before up. So we have another part of humanity, is women. Why don't we just hook them also on the cigarettes? And they given them choice. It was like big parade, national parade. And they put, first time in history, they put big billboard. Also one very beautiful Hollywood film star with cigarette. Said, and that we are also not bad. We are also same. We are kind of beginning of equal rights that time. Why not? And it's amazingly enough. It jump-started the new culture. And they got double customers. And business was restarted. It's historical fact. In fact, there are two kinds of people in this material world. Material education and acquiring of knowledge creates only pride. Crorepati kaun banega. It's like in India, they have who will become number one. And material world creating unsatisfied, frustrated people. Really. And spiritual knowledge, spiritual approach of getting knowledge creates satisfied and happy people. Santushtak satatam yogi. So this is a choice given. What do you want? Which path you want to choose? And material life needs people to be unsatisfied, frustrated. Otherwise you'll never have customers. We have this iPhone, iTouch, iPod, Galaxy 6, 7, 8, 9, and people, they have to be frustrated. They want more and more and more. By the way, man is fool. When it's hot, he wants cool. When it's cool, he wants hot. He always wants what is not. Always running for something new. That's material civilization. And he never becomes satisfied. Because he can see things from wrong perspective. So that's why Krishna in the beginning, he gives us settings of the rules. And there's one rule, you have to accept spiritual master. You must. And unless you accept, don't give advice unless you are hired, as they say. There is no demand, there is no supply. Because when there is no demand in requirement, if people are not thirsty for getting knowledge, knowledge will not take place. And we have certain weaknesses of our heart. Vipralipsa, Karnapatava, so we have our senses imperfect, we have cheating propensity. And main thing is pride. As once by Shashika Prabhu, he was saying that there are 3 obstacles in spiritual life. I know that. I know that. So, and this kind of, attitude will never make us understand knowledge. We can get information, no transformation. And we have seen so many people, they have so much information, but it never become wisdom. In order information to become wisdom, there is certain set of rules which we have to apply, we have to accept. And real wisdom, to see things equally. So, you see, is that Atma Matravat Pradarishu, Pradarpishu Lostavat, Atmavan Sarvabhutishu Sapashyati Sapanditaha. Same thing. So to see things, Atmavan Sarvabhuteshu, Atmavan, to see living entities on the spiritual platform. To see every woman as a mother, to see the property of others as a garbage, and to see every living entity on the equal platform, Atmavan, on the platform. So Sapashyati Sapanditaha. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne, Brahmani Gabi Hasini, Suni Chaiva Sapakicha Panditaha Samadarshinaha. So same thing. But because in material world we have to discriminate. We have to see this is good, this is bad. This is big devotee, this is small devotee, this is black, this is white. When we are in the ground level, we can see one building is one store building. Another one maybe Imperial building, in New York, big skyscraper. This is a small building, this is a big building. This is poor nation, this is rich nation, this is, etc., etc. But when you staying on the ground, you can see difference between the buildings, right? But when you're flying in the jet aircraft, 11,000 meters above the ground, from the top you can see everybody equal. Small dots, all the buildings really equal, not much difference. So similarly, from Krishna consciousness point of view, it's very helpful. Once we lift our consciousness, we can start to treat everyone on different platform. You see? And once Bhaktitirtha Maharaj used to say, when people kind of criticize him because he was kind of in the black body, and he came to Prabhupada once crying, Srila Prabhupada, I was thinking it's only in material world people so discriminating, but in this society also people criticizing me. They're saying that I am black. And Prabhupada said, then how are you better than them? How are you better than them? They're thinking that you are this body, and you're accepting that you are this body. So how you have to rise above this bodily platform. That's what this is all Bhagavad-Gita is about. All these problems, all these Kurukshetras we are fighting, all of us, on daily basis. So how to see this perspective, how to look at every situation with positive eyes, That's why in the battlefield, you have to become happy, Arjuna. Mamanusmara yuddhacha, you fight, but at the same time, susukham kartum avyayam, be happy. So, I was thinking today about and to see that eyes, we have to see, chakshurunritam yena tasmai shri gurave namaha. We need some knowledge, we need some eyes to see the reality. Nowadays they're saying, beauty in the eyes of beholder, right? But once I heard the statement, nowadays they change the meaning. Beauty in the eyes of beer holder. So many people, they just, hi, how are you? They just like dropping they're completely in illusion, and they're putting on the top of that illusion, they're putting some smoke of cool cigarettes and beer also. And they're thinking everything is fine. Such a crazy situation. So, in order to get the eyes of knowledge, we need some guru. And to see, don't try to see Krishna, try to act in such a way so Krishna can see you. And we may or may not understand what happens. But if we can see through the eyes of spiritual master, down the road we can understand. And recently I heard this speech of Steve Jobs. And it's very nice because he was in Hare Krishna movement also, eating prasadam every Sunday, he used to come. He was around here, right? So somewhere. And he said, in our life, you can never connect the dots forward. You always can connect them backwards, looking backwards. What happens to us, we cannot understand at the moment. But when you look back from the level of knowledge and experience, then you can connect. So similarly, Srila Prabhupada came to America, he said, you may or may not understand what I am going to tell you. But believe me, I am not cheating you. This much. Believe me, I didn't come to cheat you. And as we discussed many times, proper disciples, they shared that in beginning month, we couldn't even figure out what Prabhupada is talking about. We couldn't understand his accent. We really couldn't understand, we couldn't grab what he's teaching us. But he was such a best friend for us. And we trusted him. So this is one qualification. And what is the qualification? To accept the Guru, Vishrambhena Gurum Seva, and to serve him in a very, very friendly way, not familiar way, but we have to develop relationships with spiritual master. And nowadays, because of this, again, coming back, Vinaya, because of absence of this humility, we cannot accept the spiritual master, actually. I'm always giving example of the bottle and bottleneck. Bottleneck once asked the bottle, my dear bottle brother, you're giving water to everyone, but you never give anything to me. I'm your life member, I'm closest one. I'm your younger brother. Why didn't you give me the water? And the bottle said, well, everybody coming down, I'm giving. And you're sitting on my head, how I can give you? Very difficult to give, so you have to come under. Understand, not upstand, understand. So you have to come under. Then you can get. And that's the case with Arjuna. Before he was Sanayor Mayor Madhye Ratnam Sthapanam Achyuta. Hey Achyut, take me. But when he saw really situation, he became very humble. And then only, and it is said that knowledge is like water. It has tendency to flow down, not up. In Mahabharata also this is one example mentioned. When Hanuman was on the flag, and after the battle, Hanuman also said to Krishna, see, I also heard Bhagavad-Gita. Why only Arjuna? I also was there. I also heard. Krishna said, no, but you maybe heard. Information, no transformation. You were on the top. Arjuna was down. Knowledge never goes up. It always goes down. And what does it mean, knowledge? To implement. Jnanam vijnanam sahitam. Wisdom becomes when we start to implement. Better to have little bit knowledge and implement it than to have big knowledge and never use it. Right? I'll try to express what I really want to bring message across. Because nowadays, being a foreigner, ghar ka jogi jogra, bahar ka jogi siddh. So very often we can see in Indian community, in India, now it's in Nepal also, I know that, they are Hindus. Hindu means no bindu. Do whatever you want, no full stop. It's such a mess, I tell you. Unbelievable. In fact, we had one program recently in India. I was invited by government representatives, and it was High Court Judge of India. Okay? And we had a big program. And it was some ecological day. How to save the earth from this pollution. So we happened to speak there. And I said, this pollution is nothing pollution, but pollution is in mind. It's not pollution outside. Jaisa bhav, vaisa prabhav. So, and we talk about, and they criticize that, oh, you see, these English people, they exploited India for 200 years. They destroyed our culture. So some people were talking like that. But later on I came, and that people, judge and ministers, they were sitting in pants and short. And the only reason we were able to say so, because I was in dhoti and tilak. And I said, see people, mere ko kya lena dena? I just came to tell you truth. As a woman cannot become half pregnant, as a man cannot become half dead, similarly truth cannot become half. So let me tell you, not what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. And Bhagavad-Gita, uncompromising knowledge. I said, see, English people, they left this country perhaps, but they left behind their culture. Therefore, you sitting in pants and shorts, and the ties, How did they live? They never left. English culture is still there. And you people sitting in pants and short, and we are sitting in dhoti, AC, air condition, and people sitting in socks. So true, isn't it? And I started on the stage, I started to explain very practically. See how practical it is. Chadar, you can make some chadar, pakri, you can make chadar, you can use it as a gamcha. It was school program, so many children were there. Such a simple thing. But guess what? After I talked like that, after me, High Court judge was speaking, actually. And he came on the stage and said, ladies and gentlemen, actually he is right. We lost our culture. And he took his tie and publicly opened the tie and threw it. Really. He took the tie and I was thinking, Vah Prabhu, Vah. And later on he actually accepted the defeat in this particular point. And he came back and sit near to me because we were sitting on the stage together. And I said, Prabhuji, you are great. And I'm not pulling your leg, I'm not flattering you. I'm seriously telling you, from my heart I'm telling you. Because the man who can judge himself, he can judge others. The only person, honest, thoroughly honest person, can be the High Court judge if he is able to judge himself. Humility, vinaya. And what we need at the moment, we need some wisdom which can be applied in our life. And for that, certain default of settings required. One of them is humility. And another one, acceptance of Guru. So what I was thinking to share with you about this importance of spiritual master is I was just thinking today how all of us, we have some horoscope, right? All of us, it's already default setting inside of us. And one of the main planets in our charts in horoscope is Jupiter. One of the names is Guru. Right? And every one of us, we have that influence of that planet in us. And I was just going through some teachings of Vedas according to Jyotish. And I was thinking how much similar all of us we have. Everybody have that settings. But in somebody, that principle of Jupiter, of the Guru, activated and somebody not activated. And those who are not activated, they are very frustrated, very misfortunate, And Jupiter, there has, I read several names of Jupiter in horoscope, in the Jyotish Shastra, which is directly connected to the Guru. Would you like to know what kind of names? One of the names is Guru. Another one is Brihaspati. Briha means great, big, Brihaspati. And Pati means boss, master. You see? Brihat means expansion. Expansion. All of us, we want to expand. We want to increase something. We want to increase knowledge, we want to increase family, we want to increase our opulence. So the role of the Guru is to help us to expand things. Another one is Jiva, name for Jupiter, Jiva. What does Jiva means? Huh? Living in is prana, life. In Russian language, Jiva means Jiva. In Russian language, everything which is alive is Jiva in Russian language. Jiva means alive. So, Jiva means prana. This is actually the vitality force. You can see those who have strong Jupiter in their chart, they're very active, they're very enthusiastic, they're very efficient and effective, like that. And another one is Animisha Acharya name. Animisha Acharya. Animisha means non-blinking witness, Acharya, Guru, non-blinking judge. Nimisha means blinking, Animisha means non-blinking. In other words, what's the translation of that? It's called, capacity of introspection. Inside us, those who have that strong Jupiter aspect of Guru activated in their life, they able to judge themselves introspectively. What is my motivation? What I'm doing, why I'm doing. It is said, if you know why, no need to tell what. But very often, we actually, self-deception, we're deceiving ourselves. Our motivation is something else. Mukh mein naam bahal mein chori na. So sometimes people, we are trying to do something externally. It's called kapatya, duplicity. It may be small or maybe big, but those who have weak Jupiter, they cannot introspectively judge and detect their motivation and their, motivation, why we are doing what we are doing, like that. And another one is Chakshusha. Chakshusha means, it's all names of Jupiter, who is a Guru aspect in our life. Chakshusha means intuition, to understand the truth. Intuition. It brings to me, when I was reading all these things, it was very interesting. In Mahabharata, when Draupadi got married with 5 Pandavas, I will not go inside the story, otherwise it's informational pocket, we can just get lost there. But it's a very nice story, how Pandavas, they came out and they won Draupadi. And then all we know is that Mother Kunti said, okay, you share amongst yourself. I said, what are you talking, mother? Look, this is a girl. And then everybody puzzled. Oh no, ab kya karna? What to do now? Now how we can share the girl amongst 5 of us? And they were puzzled, they were thinking whether it's right or not. Then they had to call Vyasadeva Maharaj and everybody, and all this Draupadi came angry, and Drishtadumna, a big scandal, big international scandal. What is this? But Yudhishthira Maharaj said, well, I think this is right. We can get married, 5 of us who's here. How is it possible? It's impossible. It's in history never, it's like unprecedented. It is never, not possible. Yudhishthira Maharaj said, I think this is correct. Why? Because I hear to my heart, and my heart is peaceful. My heart is peaceful. I can hear my heart, and my heart is not freaking out. My heart is peaceful. I have this intuition that this must be right. Must be right. And it's explained, and then Vyasadeva Maharaj came, and he gave many examples in history how similar things happen in history. But it's interesting point that Yudhishthira Maharaj, he said, I have intuition that everything is right. That chakshu, internal guru, and ultimately, introspective capacity, intuition to understand the truth. What's called to separate truth from lie. That capacity is actually duty of guru. And very often, when we face the situation, when you're facing the situation to take it as a lesson, that's capacity of spiritual master. That's guru. He gives you that knowledge. And somebody who has this aspect of guru very strong and focus, he'll be able to face any situation in life as a lesson. All of us in the school of life. And very often we're learning, we have to stay again and again, same lesson, again and again, and we're never learning that. We, bumping ourselves against the wall again and, falling down and again, but we never learn the lesson. You see? So this is a very, very important, as it is said also, that experience is the best teacher, but only fools know learning by no other way. That's why all this knowledge, Bhagavatam and all scriptures given to us by seeing example of others, to avoid the same mistakes and use the same good points from Mahajanas. But if we have some alternative motivation behind the curtain, we can get information. We can put tilak, we can put dhoti, sari, we can look like devotees. But at the moment of death, Prabhupada said, pujan karo, bhajan karo, mrityu janle hoy. At the moment of death, everything will be tested. As in Hindi they say, जीवन तो सुख दुख मेला सबको जाना पड़ेगा अकेला. आया है सुजाएगा रजरंग फकीर जो सिंहासन चंचले बंद जन जंजीर. आया है सुजाएगा. We came and gone, but test will be given at the end. And if we have some kind of cheating propensity, you see, cheating propensity. If you have some alternative motivation, that's actually pride. And we see this example in Mahabharata, Karna. He got training from Parashuram very nicely. He was very advanced devotee. He convinced Parashuram to get first-class training. See, Parashuram never taught anyone. But Karna was so excellent. But sometimes our mediocrity, our narrow-mindedness, always fighting with excellency. Our low mentality, our narrow-mindedness, we can never expand horizons. Our mind is like parachute. It's working when it's open. So, Karna in his performance, he was excellent. No doubt about that. And so much so that he actually accepted that disciple, Karna, Parashuram. But at the end, you know that story, right? When he was so dear to Parashuram that he used to sleep on his lap. As a disciple, such a Vishrambhena Gurum Seva. He was serving him with love and affection, but he had some hidden motivation behind. He lied, he cheated Guru. He said that I am Brahmana. He was not Brahmana. He was learning, he wanted to get the knowledge to take revenge. To get the knowledge in order to use, to establish himself, to prove his false ego. You see? I remember in Vrindavan, I have one nice brahmachari, very, very scholarly brahmachari in Vrindavan. Very, very, educated, highly educated, no Sanskrit and everything, shlokas, he's doing Bhagavad Kathas. And one day his guru was giving lecture in Vrindavan temple, and then he was sitting right in front. And guru was giving lecture, and then some shloka slipped from his mind. He just didn't remember. Who remembered this shloka? Guru asked him from Vyasasana. You remember, what is that shloka? Do you know? And disciple said, I don't know. So Guru said, well, can you, do you know that shloka? What is that shloka? You know the shloka. That particular person, everybody look at him with great expectation. No, definitely he was, he's Sanskrit Pandit. But that particular person said, no, I don't know. Sorry, Guru Maharaj, I don't know. All right. And as a matter of fact, Guru just went ahead with the lecture, dropped this shloka, forget it, just go ahead. But after the lecture, all devotees, brahmacharis came together. Prabhuji, you knew the shloka, right? Why you say you don't know? We know that you know. And he said, I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know. Everybody knew that he knows. But he acted, I don't know. I don't want to become better than my Guru Maharaj in front of everyone. That's actually called chastity of disciple. Right? Very, 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 very subtle point. Because tendency is that, I know. So this is just, you understand, it's very, very subtle point, but very, very detrimental to our spiritual progress. Yeah. So Karna, he wanted to become number one. I want to show everyone that I am number one. And then Parashuram was lying down on his lap, and then it was like kind of insect was eating Parashurama's leg, And he was tolerating because he didn't want to disturb his spiritual master he didn't want to awake Guru from sleep. So though Parashuram was sleeping on his lap, Karna just tolerated that painful, bites of that insect. So much so that blood was already everywhere. But he was just as a service to the Guru. Service to the Guru, I'll tolerate that. But that was tolerated in passion. Tolerance. And when Parashuram woke up, what's this? Blood everywhere, what is this? He said, Gurudev, I was just tolerating. Parashuram, as incarnation of Supreme Personality of Godhead, he understands, he's in the heart of everyone. You rascal, this is not the quality of Brahmana. Brahmana would never tolerate, he will immediately scream. It's only Kshatriya can tolerate like that. You are not Brahmana, you are Kshatriya. You cheated me. Sorry. What? Sorry. I curse you. Actually, he did. I taught you so many things. You can use it temporarily just to prove yourself and become big, something big. But when real test will come, you will forget everything. And the rest we know the story. When he really needed to know, when his wheel stuck, and he really wanted to know that mantra, he forgot the mantra and he was destroyed. It's very much connected to us. Because in our life, we're keeping so many motivations, so many alternative. I know that. I'm coming with my own luggage and I don't want to drop it. Once, Lord Buddha, I was telling recently this example, one king came to Buddha and said, I want your advice, tell me. And Lord Buddha said, well, I don't have time, sorry. Just don't have time. What do you mean you don't have time? Yeah, I don't have time for you, sorry. Why? You have so much time. No. And Lord Buddha, he said, actually, there are three kinds of people. Some people, like pots, they coming like glass, and they putting themselves just upside down like this. How I can give to these people? I know that. So it is very folly to be wise where ignorance is bliss. There is no point of telling these people anything. Another category of people, they're standing, normally, but they're full of holes inside. Even I will give some knowledge, it will come out. So what's the point of giving even? And third category of people, the glass with impurities inside, rotten things. old, rotten things. So even I will give pure knowledge there, it will become spoiled and become rotten also. Then what is the point of giving? First you delete everything inside. Purify yourself. Come back as a VIP, very insignificant person. Come flat. Put straw in your mouth. Then only. But very often we can see, and you king, you have that kind of rotten things inside. I don't have time for you. So a position of discipleship is not external things. It is actually two ways of looking at the things. There is Tatastha Lakshana and Swarupa Lakshana. Some of you maybe know. Tatastha Lakshana means to see externally. It's like when some sannyasi comes with a danda and just this kind of cloth. Very easy to see Guru as a Guru. Oh, Gurudev, Guru. Right? But very difficult to see him as a disciple. Because actually Swarupa Lakshana, he is disciple. Is disciplic succession. And he is Guru only because he is disciple. Because he took the order of his Guru as a disciple. That's why he became Guru. I remember actually when I was getting my initiation, many years ago. We were new bhaktas. And I was sitting with hundreds of devotees at the time in Russia, And I was getting initiation. And our spiritual master, he said, don't think that it's a very pleasing place to sit on Vyasasana. Time will come that some of you going to sit the same place. And that time I was thinking, no, but maybe not me. Definitely not me. But he said, it's not a very pleasing place to sit. And don't think that in future, some of you will not sit here also. That time I was thinking, no, definitely not me. But now we end up ourselves seeing that we also have to give class and we have to take responsibility, to take responsibility, how to respond, ability to respond and take, we cannot just give classes with white gloves on your hands. No, sometimes you have to remove white gloves and involve yourself in the lives of others. And it's not very pleasing indeed. So, and to take responsibility means to take order of spiritual masters as a life and soul on your head. Rahu ganaitat tapasana yati na chejjayani irvapanad grihadva na chandasanirva jalagni suryair vina mahat padarajo abhishekam. Padaraja means dust from lotus feet of Vaishnavas is not just you have to cut the feet and put the dust. No. Dust means his order, his instructions. Put on your head and carry for the rest of your life. Many people, I can see, we discussed other day also with some devotees, there are different kind of disciples. Spiritual master is very good. Everybody knows about spiritual master. But if you can read Srimad Bhagavatam also, there is churning ocean, demigods and demons, they're churning the ocean. And in one particular shloka, Shukadeva Goswami explains time, place, aspirations, aim, everything was same for demigods and demons. Same. But the result was different. Some of them, they got Krishna's mercy and were able to drink the nectar. And some of them not. Though everything was the same. Everybody looked the same. Same tilak, same everything, same endeavor. But somebody got, somebody didn't. What was the reason? Motivation. Parisphalena parichiyate, Prabhupada explains there in that commentary, that sometimes even in spiritual movement, people dressed as a devotees, but they are nothing but karmis. Heavy actually, because sometimes we are thinking we are devotees. So it's a long process to really prepare ourselves. Though Prabhupada said, sometimes we can be dressed as a devotees. Once in an airport, many devotees, they came to drop Srila Prabhupada. He was leaving to another city. And everybody came, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Hundreds of them. They came to airport. They sit on the airport, and because flight was delayed and he has to wait for this flight, everybody sit down on the floor. Hundreds of devotees. And they blocked their entrance. So all the passengers, they couldn't come out and go inside. Everybody sitting. So police came and they requested some sannyasis, excuse me, can you kindly inform everyone to go out from here because they're blocking the way. Can you tell only so your people can come out from airport outside? So some sannyasis stand on the chair. It's only for devotees, information, announcement, it's only for devotees. Please go out from the airport because we are blocking the way. So everybody's sitting. Nobody even willing to go because Prabhupada is here. Why we have to go? So again he announced, excuse me, this is only for devotees. Devotees, please stand up and walk out. Because it's only for devotees because so many people, outside people also there. Nobody moving even. So after a few times announcement, it's only for devotees, please stand up and walk away. Prabhupada just stood up and walked away alone. Only Prabhupada stood up and everybody looking what Prabhupada went. Prabhupada, I'm devotee, no? Somebody said, Prabhupada, we are devotees. Prabhupada, who devotees? We are trying to become devotees. You see, if there is only devotee in this movement, it's me. We are trying to become devotees. So, by Krishna's and Guru's mercy, we are trying one day, Kabe Habe Bolo Se Dinamar. We are trying to become devotees. And what does it mean, devotee? We are sharing our realization, really. Because I remember many years ago, I have many actually friends, and sometimes I see them only on festivals. I'm going to Mayapur, Vrindavan, big festivals. I see them only during that festival. Other times, very difficult to find them. I don't know, maybe we discuss these things, but according to scriptures, there are different kind of adhama shishya, very low devotees. Disciples of spiritual master. Low disciples. Means there is advancement also. First class disciple, he understands the mind of spiritual master. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam, right? Rupa Goswami. He can understand the mind of spiritual master and he can complete the service even without being told. Second category of disciples, when Guru tells him what to do, then he does exactly as he told. Third class disciple, he has to be not only told, but he has to be shown also. See, do like this. Okay? Do. And he will do. And fourth class of disciples, Guru telling him what to do, by the time he finished to tell, he look and disciple run away already. He is not there anymore. There is one category of disciples called, according to Shastra, bumblebee disciple. Bumblebee. Bumblebee? Nectar. Only nectar. Prabhuji, nectar. Only nectar. They're coming and they're sitting in front of gurus and nectar, Prabhuji, nectar. Tell us nectar. So, and you can see them on festivals also. They're always traveling in festivals and collecting nectars. And even 20 years down the road, I meet sometimes devotees. In Russia, we have such devotees, They, even down the road, 20 years down, they only on the festivals, but they never want to take any responsibilities. Only nectar. I said, what service you are doing? No, Prabhuji, I am fallen. I need nectar. Some only festival. And every festival, as you can see, they are always there. But how to implement that knowledge? But I ask sometimes, did you, Guru Maharaj, give you some instructions to do? What is your service? No, Prabhuji, I am too fallen, I need some. I'm not qualified yet. Another category of devotees is called Kim Eka Kaha. Kim Eka. I am alone. What can I do? Nobody helping me. I am just alone. There is no who help me. So what? So, but if so, I cannot. Kim Eka Kaha. Always giving excuse. Yet another one is Preshita Preshika. Guru, Preshita means order. Guru gives you order, okay, do this. Clean the floor. Yes, Guru Maharaj, definitely, I'll do it. As soon as Guru goes, come here, clean the floor. Come here. Clean the floor. He delegating the order of Guru to others. Prashita Preshika. Very clever. One time Prabhupada gives this famous lecture, lazy intelligent, busy intelligent. Remember, this is lazy fool, busy fool. So, and said, we have to be lazy intelligent. From next day, all sannyasis and senior disciples stopped doing seva. They started to delegate. And Prabhupada said, where is this devotee? Where is that devotee? Why is he not doing seva? Call me. They called those senior devotees. I said, why are you not doing your service? Prabhupada, you only taught. We are now lazy intelligence people. We delegating to others. Prabhupada said, in all ISKCON, if there is only lazy intelligence, it's only me. Others, everybody should be very busy. So we have to be very busy for Srila Prabhupada, definitely. Not to find a comfortable zone. And we should be independently thoughtful. Srila Prabhupada used to say to his disciples, and also wrote very famous letter in December 2272, I think, to Karandara. We want independently thoughtful people. We don't want just yes men and just following like blindly. Independently thoughtful. Those who will be able to take responsibility. I'm always giving this maybe I told, but this is example of disciple and guru. Foolish disciple. Not independently thoughtful. Guru and disciples, they were going on the horse. And all of a sudden one book fall down from the horse. And disciple didn't pick it up. And Guru said, why didn't you pick it up? Guruji, you didn't tell anything. I'm only following your order. Bhala na bhala matra seva kori. I'm simply following your order only. You didn't tell, so I didn't pick up. All right, so I'm telling you, pick it up. Whatever fall down from the horse, you have to pick up. Yes, Guru Maharaj, definitely 100%. And then after some time, the horse started to pass the stool. He grabbed the chadar and collected. He didn't let it even touch the ground. He collected. Guru Maharaj, I collected. Hey, what have you done? Nonsense. You only told me to pick up. Now you're telling that I'm nonsense? I'm completely confused, Guru Maharaj. You're telling me to pick up and then you're telling not to pick up? What should I do? Can you kindly make one list? What to pick up, what not to pick up, I don't know. So Guru said, what a fool. Okay, book will come, full of paraphernalia, puja, fall down, pick up. So he make big list of whatever, chadar, fall down, pick up. And he said, wow, very nice. He folded, put it. Now I am on safe side. Now I am first class follower. So they following ahead. All of a sudden dog came. Horse, Guru fall down from the horse. Guru is not in the list. Let's go. Leave it. He is not in the list. Don't pick him up. What to do? It's called blind followers. Niyama graha. Following for the sake of following. We don't understand. But how to implement? It's not wisdom. It's information, no transformation. So, very often we think, Srila Prabhupada said, see, I am the old man. See what I have done along. And you are all young people, educated people, strong people. Can you imagine what can we do all over the world? We can establish all this dharma, all the culture, all over the world. But what we can see statistically, if you can speak statistic language, because we are, as you know, sometimes we are saying, Prabhupada said actually, I am international beggar, we shouldn't become blind. Now we have to preach with computers, with technology, with all research. Latest research shows that even Indian cultures like Asian continent, like Nepal, India, Bangladesh, Sanatana Dharma knowledge is butchered, literally butchered. The few countries like Nepal, for example, the only Hindu country in the world, supposed to be, now is number one country in the world of converting Christianity. And you can ask those who remaining Hindus, they still wearing, all this Western influenced, culture. So this culture, our institution to educate people systematically in this science is not there. And Prabhupada in 6th canto Bhagavatam, 10th chapter, shloka number 6, he says, this movement is about to create revolution. In 1st canto he says, Viplava, Janatasya Viplava. And this movement needs many educated and knowledge men and women. Those who can sacrifice their lives for establishing Dharma. 2 times he says. Therefore we are inviting wholeheartedly all men and women advanced in knowledge who can sacrifice their lives. And this is the principle in 10th canto Bhagavatam. In 10th canto Bhagavatam, last thing, and we can just have some reflections. So we can see, if you read 10th canto Bhagavatam, Krishna with cowherd boys, they entering Vrindavan. they entering Vrindavan, and in that place, Krishna starts to glorify the trees. See, these trees are so great, like saintly persons. And he says, Arthardhya Vacha. He says, they can sacrifice everything. Money, intelligence, their prana even. Prana Arthardhya Vacha. Intelligence, their energy, prana, their artha, their all opulence. They're giving everything. These trees, even you cutting those trees, they are tolerating. Even sometimes people cutting the tree half. And then they're tired. And they're sitting in the shadow of the tree and eating some lunch. And then after eating the lunch, they continue cutting the tree. So in meanwhile, tree giving shadow and shelter while they're cutting. It's not objecting, not criticizing them. So tree giving fruits, giving wood, giving shadow, everything. Fragrance, flowers. So these great trees are saintly people. And that was actually the explanation about there were brahmanas. They were doing yagya. The story connected with Brahmapatni, you know. The brahmanas, they were so advanced in knowledge. They were doing yagya, speaking in Sanskrit. But when Krishna wanted some food, he sent our boys and they said, no, we don't have time. Get out from here. Get out from here. They didn't give food to Krishna. And Krishna said, then what is the use of their yagya? What is the use of their sacrifice? What is the use of their knowledge? If it's not meant for samsiddhi haritoshanam, for pleasing Supreme Personality of Godhead. Shramaivahi kevalam. That's why Bhagavatam explains, Nahiyat karma dharmaya na viragaya kalpate nahiyat tirtha sevaya jivan api mrityu hisaha. Nahiyat karma dharmaya, when our activities not leading us to dharma. You may be IT engineer, you may be doctor, maybe big super pooper businessman, millionaire. But if your activities not leading you toward dharma, it's useless. And if you're coming to dharma and this dharma doesn't give you Gita, Vidya Vinaya, Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yoga Shikshartamika Purushah Puranaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shariradhari Kripam Buddhi Yastamaham Prapadye. Vairagya and Vidya. If this dharma doesn't give you detachment, tyaga, then this dharma is useless. Nahi karma dharmaya na viragaya kalpate. And if you vairagya, you became very much renounced, but you're not getting chance to serve Vaishnavas. If you're not serving devotees, and you're not serving, that vinaya, that humility never comes about. You are simply walking dead body. Jivan api mrityu hisaha. You are alive, but you are dead. It is said, Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto. So that's why we can understand that really life, who is alive, he is preaching. Preaching means life. If you are not preaching, if you are not taking responsibility for the mission of spiritual master, and if you are not sacrificing our life on our level, it doesn't mean that we have to become sannyasis or big yogis, vairagis. No. Arjuna was grihastha. He had 4 wives, by the way. He was king, most responsible person. But he took responsibility. Karishye vachanam tava. I will do whatever you say. And we can see Srila Prabhupada. He sacrificed everything. In Los Angeles, we were discussing how he left everything in the snow. Now, Acharya film coming, you will see. Heart-touching. That's why we are all here to assist Srila Prabhupada in our spiritual master by taking some responsibilities. And as Vaisheshika Prabhu is always saying, His Grace Vaisheshika Prabhu says, it's our family business. We have to restart our computer every day, regenerate that enthusiasm, and to come forward and say, how I can serve better. Double. Just double it. Devotees distribute 1,000 books. Prabhupada, we distributed 1,000 books. Very good. Just double it. Just double it. And they doubled and they came, Prabhupada, we did 2,000. Very good. Just double it. Prabhupada, what is this? Yes. Because Guru, we are not pleasing Guru. It's not expenses, this is investment. We are doing for ourselves. Guru doesn't need anything from us. But it's his business to help us, to push us. And push means pray until something happens. He's always praying for us and pushing us. Thankless task. And last story. Should I tell you one small last story? It was, devotees in Vrindavan. Srila Prabhupada was in Vrindavan and he was sitting in, I believe, Guru Kripa Prabhu. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think they came and they collected so much money for Prabhupada, check. Very big check, money, amount. And he came and he was very much, was great pride. He wanted to submit this check to Srila Prabhupada. And expectation was that Prabhupada will glorify him. Thank you, thank you. So he came and Prabhupada was writing something in his room. And he came and submitted the check. And Prabhupada keep writing. No attention at all. And then he took the check, put it inside, and continue write. Anything else? No. Okay, go. No praise, no nothing. And to collect that amount of money in those days, it was like, struggling for many months, But when he came, thank you, anything else? No, go. So devotee, he came out and devotee said, so what Prabhupada said? Nothing. Very disappointing because expectations was just... Then he went to sleep and at midnight, Prabhupada waked up his secretary and said, where is Guru? Prabhupada, he's sleeping. Call him, I want to see him. So the secretary, he went to ashram and hey, Guru, wake up, Prabhupada want to see you. So he woke up and took bath, put tilak, everything, came to Prabhupada. Yes, Prabhupada, Dandavad, Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vishnu. So Prabhupada, did you call me? Yes. What are you doing? I'm sleeping, Prabhupada. What are you doing? I'm sleeping, Prabhupada. Why are you sleeping? So this was a little bit too much for him already, So and he said, Prabhupada, but I'm not pure devotee like you. And Prabhupada told him, why are you not pure devotee yet? That was a little bit too much already. And his tears in his eyes, he just broke down. Oh no, it's too much. And because demand was too high, Why are you not pure devotee? And he started to tear his eyes, crying already. Then Prabhupada softened and he came to him and embraced him. Sorry, this is my duty. Sorry, this is my duty. Go and take rest. Because if I will not do it, who is going to do it? Because tendency to take comfortable zone. If nobody will push us, like that, kite, what do you call it? Patanga? Patanga, when they're playing with the kite, there always some rope is there attached. And because of rope pulling you down, 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 that kite going up and up and up. Maybe sometimes kite can think, what is this nonsense rope? I want to go up and this controlling me down, down. What is this rope about? I don't want this rope. And sometimes rope is broken. And kite may be thinking, now I'm independent, nobody controlling me like that. And how long time you going to be on the sky? It's only a question of time. That's why we do need somebody who can push us. And that requires humility, Vinaya. And when we have that Vinaya, then we can preach this knowledge without discrimination. Like Srila Prabhupada said, my Samadarshi, somebody asked him about this verse. How you are discriminating? You are giving to some. He said, my discrimination is I am giving this knowledge to everyone, even to the mlechas, to all people, degraded people. That's my discrimination. So that's why let's accept this order of Srila Prabhupada very seriously, as Srila Prabhupada did, and we can just take it forward. And there is so many living entities. The Prabhupada, he writes in his Vrindavana Bhajana poem, that so many living entities sitting over there and waiting when Sankirtan devotee will come and give me Krishna consciousness, the book. They are over there, they are waiting there. So let's take and rejoin this movement, because it's a movement. Prabhupada said, tax your brain how to push this movement forward. Because movement, if you want to be always in the sun, You have to learn how to move along with the sun. If you're not moving, you will be left in the shadow after some time. So it's movement. And I'm so much encouraged and inspired by seeing so many new wonderful methods and the varieties of preaching you have in your yatra. So, and please kindly continue in the same enthusiastic way to assist your spiritual master and devotees. And then become the example for all world, which you are. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. So any reflections, comments, and maybe questions? We have still a few minutes.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. I like the point you mentioned about the 3 disciples with the cups. The first disciple has the cup inverted and he can't take anything. The second disciple has like holes in the cup, so whatever is given, it's like just runs out. And the third has all dirty items, and then even if knowledge is given, that's like all mixed up.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that point.
Yeah, very nice. Once it was story about Chanakya Pandit. Birbal and Akbar, you know Birbal? And once Akbar, he made 3 golden statues like this, identical, completely, photocopy. And he asked his ministers, what is the difference between these 3? Because he wanted to highlight Birbal, his brilliant mind. He really wanted to show, because so many Bura Nazarwala Tera Mukkala, many envious people, so many of it said, no, he wanted to establish that Birbal is the most intelligent. And everybody tried to understand what is this 3. But then everybody failed. He called Birbal, come. Can you tell what is the difference? So after examining these figures, murtis, he took one piece of straw and put in the ear of one. And it was not going inside. Stuck in between. Then he took another one, put inside the ear, and it came out from here. And then he took third one, took like this, and the straw came from the navel. This is the difference. That some people are just simply dumb, they cannot hear anything. They can listen, but they don't hear. Some people, they ayaram gayaram. They heard, they went home, forgot everything. Back to square number 1. And some people, they hear ninidhyasanam, they digest it and take it and make it part of their life. So same little pots also. People sitting here, so different, right? So we have to, and even the aspect of guru is very serious in our life. Prabhupada said, if you are sincere and honest, you will accept it. And what does it mean to be sincere? Somebody asked Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, well, to be sincere means to be sincere. To be sincere means to be sincere, because nobody can teach you to be sincere. It's something which isn't built in you. And if you're not sincere, who wants, he will find the opportunity. Who doesn't want, he will find the reason. But if so, I cannot. But no reasons. That's why simply, if you understand or you don't understand, just follow. It's not your business. Like that Brahmana in Ranganakshetra, right? Such a pot, recipient of Krishna's mercy. No holes, no pride, nothing to hide, surrender complete to his lotus feet. And he was illiterate, but he was reading Bhagavad-Gita. And everybody laughing at him. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, hey, it seems like you are illiterate. How come you are reading? And he said, yes. Gita Shabda Artha Nahi Jani. Bhalo na bhalo Gita Pari. Guru Agya Kurimani. I don't understand the meaning of the words, but what to do, good or bad. But I am reading Bhagavad-Gita because it's order of my Guru Maharaj. I have to read. But you are crying also. Yes, I am crying. Why? Because by seeing Bhagavad-Gita, I can see Krishna becoming chariot driver of my Arjuna, of his devotee. What a great supreme Lord we have. He becomes servant of his devotees. And by seeing that, I am crying. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced him. You understand the spirit of Bhagavad-Gita. You are the one who understands Bhagavad-Gita, not this learned brahmanas. Nayamatma balahinena labhyana midhaya nabahunam shrutena. Very, very learned. But they never surrender to the order of spiritual master. Because they have so much garbage inside that pot. So they miss the train, they miss the point. Really. Right, very good point. Any other things? What do you remember? What we discussed today? As a recap.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you for a wonderful talk.
Prabhu.
Yeah, so I think
Maharaj. Baap ka beta sipai ka ghoda kuch nahi to tora tora. We're just trying one day to become devotees.
yeah.
Yes, Mataji.
But so many lovely points, but the one that I think I will take away today is that the Vinaya, the humility, is a default setting, and it makes so many things fall into place. So it's very beautiful. So thank you. It's very lovely.
Thank you. Actually, to understand our insignificant position, really, it is when one saying, if you want to become atom bomb in the hands of God, if you want to become atom bomb, you have to become atom first. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is saying, Dhuli sadrisham vichintaya, nayanam galadusha dharaya vadanam katadar dhairgira. Dhuli sadrisham vichintaya. Dhuli means dust. I want to become dust. I don't want to become something big. I just want to become dust. And those who are last, they will become first. This is a secret actually. Isn't it? Thank you.
Hare Krishna. I really like the point of that you told about the disciple who was asked the sloka, and he just said, "I don't know." Because right, to be able to do that, it's that's real Vaishnava culture, because it's so immediate to be like, "Oh yeah, I know." And it's and I think that's a really beautiful point. So thank you very much for sharing that story.
I also like it very much. Because our business is just to become humble servant of our spiritual master. Why I have to overshadow my spiritual master? In fact, in first canto Bhagavatam, Prabhupada writing the meaning of realization. Anyone remembers? What is the meaning of realization? You can see, I can just maybe find it also. So it said, realization means to to present your realization, which will be in the line with previous acharyas, without overlapping the greatness of previous acharyas. To present your realization in a very palatable way, in digestible way, which people can accept according to their level and language, You have to present some kind, in such a package, so people can accept it. But it should be your realization. Yam swanubhavam akilam shutisaramekam swanubhava. Your own realization in very palatable way, without transgressing and overlapping the previous acharyas, without being better than previous acharyas. Don't to be more clever than previous acharyas. As a humble servants. Right? And we can see Srila Prabhupada, that's what the saying I actually learned from him in one lecture. He says, Bap ka beta sipai ka ghoda kuch nahi to toda toda. Like father saying, son. And people said, oh Srila Prabhupada, you're so great, you opened so many temples, you achieved so much. And Prabhupada folded his hands and said, no, it's all glory of my Guru Maharaj. I am just dropped from the ocean of his glory. Kuch nahi to toda toda. I am just simply. And another example comes to my mind when Prabhupada was giving lecture, I believe in Vrindavan, and he was mentioning that 4 categories of people in society: Brahmanas, first class; Kshatriyas, second class; Vaishyas, Shudras, fourth class. And in Kali Yuga, everybody Shudras, first class. And one arrogant boy stood up, and who are you thinking you are? We are all fourth class, and who are you? You mean thinking you are first class Brahmana? And who are you thinking you are? And Prabhupada very sincerely folded his hands and said, I am 5th class. I came to America to serve Shudras. And disciples, they were so angry. They wanted to beat that boy, But Prabhupada, he reacted very spontaneously. I am 5th class. I came to serve everyone. I am servant of everyone. And we can see when in disappearance day of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, Srila Prabhupada said, all of you, my spiritual masters, my Guru Maharaj, send all of you to help me. And he choked and started to cry. You are so good. And another one very joking recording I heard, somebody reporting to Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, we are distributing Simply Wonderful. Simply Wonderful is sweet bowls. We are distributing Simply Wonderfuls. And Prabhupada said, that's simply wonderful. Because our process is simply wonderful. And your Krishna is also simply wonderful. And all of you simply wonderful. And somebody from the back, Srila Prabhupada, simply wonderful. That's all right, chant Hare Krishna. Prabhupada never took any credit for anything. He always passing. Because all this praise and glory, is like poison, undigestible poison. Once somebody praising you, just pass it immediately. Don't keep it for yourself. Otherwise, indigestible poison. Very bad, very dangerous. That's why sometimes we're saying, we're saying this example. Should I tell you one small example? It was in harbor, like Pani Jaga, ship. All these big ships. One guy fall down and started to drown in the ocean. Drowning. And one big ship was going by cruise. But nobody saw him because of such a sound, big sound. And nobody could hear him like mosquitoes drowning. Help me. Nobody heard. All of a sudden, from the top, one man noticed him. There is man outside, help him! And bam, 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 bam. He created big alarm. Thousands of people came. And everybody from the top saw him. And everybody, thousands of people, inquisitive people, curious people, oh, what's happening? And from the top, everybody started to give him advice. Use right hand, left hand. He said, use right hand, not like this, When you're drowning in your life, you can get so many advisors. Very few people will come forward and help you. But advice, everybody will give. They're like this. And out of thousands of people, nobody jumped and helped him. All of a sudden, out of thousands of people, only one person, he went to the water, jumped. You see, Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschin. Out of thousands of people, one jumped. And he grabbed that fellow and grabbed him, and both of them, they were pulled up by ropes. And by the time they came on the top, by that time we had like BBC, CNN, camera people, everybody, oh, you are great, interview. You're so great, man. How you stay the man, please give interview. Or the national TV, Aaj Tak, please. On news. New York Times news. You are so great. Out of thousands of people, they putting garlands on him like this. You are so great, giving him high position. And that man was, wiping the water, taking out the garlands and said, that's okay, but tell me, who pushed me from behind? Dhakka kisne de diya mere ko? Who pushed me? Tell me. What to do? And because he also came just as curious as he was. What happens? And somebody from behind. So he had to become hero, what to do? So similarly, we are sitting here, big heroes here, But let me tell you, many years ago, when we just joined Krishna consciousness, I happened to be in Russian army that time. Uniform like that, very proud, like walking in the street. But as clever as Sankirtan devotees they were that time, secretly, they had Bhagavad-Gita in their hands. They were distributing in the streets. And when I was walking in the street, one devotee at that time came to me and said, you know this book? Bhagavad-Gita. I said, no, I'm not interested. I know that. But he said, no, this is book for military people. some war is there. You know. This is specifically for military people. It's about the science of war. And I Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre, first verse is about war, you know, some armies are there, you know, fight. And he said, it's for VIP people, for very, very important people. And I was thinking, okay, it seems for me, definitely for me. Ahankara vimudhatma kartahamiti manyate. I bought the book. It's for military people. For military people, okay, it's for me. And VIP also. When I opened the book, and I came home, opened the book, okay, let me see, VIP. I'm VIP. And I read, Dhritarashtra Uvacha, Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre, Samamata, Yutsavaha. So I tried to understand that time. And I was reading, Kalakshar Bhaj Barabar. What is it? Wow, I was thinking, what a book, huh? I have tough time to read one line now. It's really for VIPs. Wow. So I had tough time. It took me 5 minutes to read one line. My tongue was like twisted, you know. Wow, far out book, huh? So I couldn't understand anything. And I was so tired in my army camp. I used to come every evening and I used to read it just to sleep. When I opened one page, I read one line. I used to sleep by reading that book, you know, because nothing goes inside like this. Or maximum like this, but nothing going to the navel. No digestion. After 1 year, I completed the book and I am really VIP. Very insignificant person. Then again and again, reading, and sometimes something left. By constantly reading, Abhyasa Yoga Ektamam Ichchaptum Dhananjay. So here we are. Big mala, great, you know, big preaching you're doing, very nice. But let me ask you, who pushed me? That's Srila Prabhupada. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yaradeha tarekaha Krishna upadesha amara agyaya. Go! And of course it's a different story also. My spiritual master, after many years I came to Mayapur. It was my cherishing dream to be in Mayapur Gurukul. I was thinking I'll be studying. I was head pujari, Jananivas Pankajangri that time. I was living was head pujari. I was studying in Gurukul. And I was thinking, bas, this is my time. I'm going to be here for the rest of my life. I decided to myself. The only thing required, it was like one piece of rope. I had to be initiated into Brahman initiation, then I'll do puja and I'll do some samadhi. I was doing, in Prabhupada samadhi, I was helping. But only thing I required, one thread, second initiation. So and I remember I asked my spiritual master one time, can I get second initiation please? This is the only thing missing, huh? Only one thing missing. Can you give me initiation please? He didn't reply. We were going in the car from airport together. And I asked, can I get second initiation, Guru Maharaj? He didn't even look at me. I was thinking maybe there's traffic jam and noise of the street. Maybe he could not hear my question. So yeah, Guru Maharaj, can I get second initiation this Gaura Purnima, please? He didn't even look at me. So I was thinking maybe he cannot hear or what. So I came close a little bit. Guru Maharaj, can I get second initiation please? So he didn't look at me even. So I became very disappointed. What is it? He's ignoring me or what? So anyway, I just started to look at the window. After 5-10 minutes, you know, all of a sudden, he turned to me like this. Close, because we were sitting together. And he looked eye to eye, like Gaur Govinda Maharaj saying, eye to eye union. And I'm looking at him and he looking at me. And he told me, are you ready to do now what I'm going to tell you? And guess what? My mind became like chicken. Like panic, complete panic now. What he's going to ask me now? Oh no, what to do? But because we were trained in army, you know, we didn't know how to say no. Sir, yes sir. Whatever you say. Now, leave Mayapur, go to Bangladesh, preach. I said, oh no. It's like it's taking carpet under the knees. You know, all my plans, whatever I was planning, dreaming. No, out. Go and preach to Bangladesh. Go to preach. But this is Muslim country, this is, no, go and preach. So I said, yeah, okay, yes. Not only that, he said, you go there, and there I will be speaking only Bengali language. I will not speak English, I will not speak Russian, I will speak only Bengali. So on the top of that, you have to learn Bengali language also. I said, no. And later on also, he sent us to India. Okay, now go to India, like football, boom, 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 then India. And then also, anyway, this rest is the history. Then he said, okay, now go to Nepal. And learn language also, by the way. And then we realize, Mukham karuti vachalam palgum langayati girim. Only by Guru's mercy. Because Guru is not just physical body, it's tattva. You're willing yourself to connect to the electricity. It's going to be painful. More you're sweating during the training time, less you'll be bleeding during the war. So if you're willingly trying to connect yourself, you'll be shaking, bumping road. But Krishna said, but at the end of the day, I'll be with you, don't worry. Yatha Yogeshwara Krishna yatha Arjur Dhanurdharaha Vijayi Bhavet. Krishna didn't say, Arjuna, it will be easy. I never told you it will be easy. The only thing I told you, I will be by your side always. That's I told you. It is not going to be easy. Grass is greener somewhere else, always. So like that. And since that time, I hardly remember when I came back to Mayapur as a permanent resident. I come to festivals sometime. And then when I left Mayapur that time, I came next time after 10 years only. Sometimes we want to be on our terms. But actually, if you want to please Krishna, you have to please Him as He wants, not as we want. It's very, very difficult. That's why many people, they don't believe God, because once they accept God in their life, they have to follow what He wants. It means I have to get out from my comfortable zone, and I want what I want when I want. And now I have to do something else. And when Srila Prabhupada came, why we worshipping our spiritual masters, they surrendered to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada even bought some skyscrapers, somebody told us that we were so faithful to Srila Prabhupada that even Prabhupada will tell us, jump, we'll jump. Anything he wants. And Srila Prabhupada used to put this globe, geographical globe, and they had some kind of transcendental lottery. So Brahmananda will go and everybody decide. So where we are going, distribution of the areas, who will preach where. Brahmananda will go, Africa, Kenya. Yes, Prabhupada. Okay, another one, Japan. Another one, here and there. True. Can you imagine? It takes really fire up. Nothing, no pride, nothing to hide. Don't worry profit or the loss. Surrender life to Supreme Boss. And far and wide, try spread His fame by chanting sweet and holy name. Don't worry profit or the loss. So no string attached. And I remember somebody was telling the example when Srila Prabhupada was giving one lecture, Katha in India, big pandal, many people. And Prabhupada was preaching, and one man very vigorously stand up and said, why are you preaching to us? You better preach to the Western countries. You go to some countries where people, they don't know anything. Why you came here to preach? Go to some places where people, they don't have anything to know about this. Go. Are you preaching in Pakistan? He told him. Are you preaching in Pakistan? Prabhupada said, yes. We were not, but Prabhupada said, yes. Then he turned, I think, I don't remember who was sitting there. Maybe Tamal Krishna, I remember somebody. He said, are we preaching in Pakistan? No, Srila Prabhupada. Send immediately Brahmananda and Gargamuni there. Immediately. It was kind of matter of prestige for Prabhupada. How come we are not preaching in Pakistan yet? Send immediately. So, yes sir. Anyway, after the katha was over, everything was finished. Then Prabhupada said, so, Prabhupada, it's a very dangerous situation in Pakistan actually. Some war going on, some unrest, so many disturbances there. It will be pretty difficult and dangerous for them to preach there. Oh, really? Okay. Tell them not to go. So they called to America and said, cancel. But when they called, Brahmananda already left. By evening time, he already left. They didn't wait even till evening. Prabhupada said, okay, boom, straight. I believe Gargamuni Prabhu, he flew there straight away. They didn't even wait next day. Oh no. So Prabhupada was very much impressed what to do. They already run. And rest is the history. They did Harinam, they were beaten there. So I heard so many difficulties they went through. So much so that situation was so dangerous that Prabhupada was in Mumbai, I believe. He was taking massage. And some articles somebody was reading. Some foreigners were killed in Pakistan by extremists. Prabhupada became very nervous. Who are these? Who are these foreigners? Call them immediately back. So they got telegram from Pakistan. So they wrote, Prabhupada became very dangerous here. What to do? Should we continue? Prabhupada said, come back immediately. So they flew and came to Mumbai. And Prabhupada, when they reached Mumbai, they came straight to Prabhupada's room from Pakistan. And Prabhupada was taking massage. Relax and taking massage. As soon as they entered, like Brahmananda Prabhu, they entered the room, Prabhupada immediately jumped and ran toward them and started to touch them. Are you okay? Are you okay? Thank you. Are you okay? As if, some accident happened and he was just trying to check whether he's okay or not. So much love. Because they were able, and famous example was Malati Mataji. She was giving glass of water to Prabhupada. And Prabhupada boldly make statement, she can slice her throat for me, and I can die for her also. That's Guru disciple. And Malati Mataji was feeling, wow, that's Prabhupada. He is able to tolerate till last moment. Even we will be down on the ground already. We can be fallen, nowhere. That's compassion, Titikshava Karunika. That's spiritual master that Srila Prabhupada came to save. Prabhupada said, I came to save you. Excuse me? Save or shave? Both. I came to save you. No, because American people, they say, hello, why? It's like that. And Prabhupada was Indian pronunciation. I came to save you. Save or shave? Both. Prabhupada was very humorous and always enthusiastic. What are you thinking about Sai Baba? I don't think about him. What about this? What about that? Prabhupada was always humorous, down to the ground person, very practical, very humble, servant of everyone. And he said, do as I did. So, and I'll conclude. In human life, we have a gift, an opulence and treasure. The true devotees of the Lord who want to give Him pleasure. Keep Guru's order in the heart. Example His behold. To whom you meet, give Krishna's feet 2 lotuses to hold. And I have some gift for all of you today. Just I already in Los Angeles I give to everyone. I have a little bit small sense gratification actually. It's my sense gratification to give small gifts to devotees actually. Such a nice feeling actually. I wrote one small poem, and this this is a poem to Srila Prabhupada. Please kindly, I'll distribute this poem to everyone. This is can you kindly distribute to everyone? This is a small gift to every one of you. This is a small poem. This poem called Golden Pot. Can you distribute to everyone? Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada is like golden pot. His heart was like golden pot, which can contain the nectar. Bhakti resided in your heart like the nectar in the golden pot. You were very kind and smart to spread the love of God. Through angry ocean had to cross 2 times, got heart attack. So personally, Supreme Lord, your pot had to protect. By distributing nectar wide, so even single drop of nectar may never outspill. An ocean calm became and still by Lord Shri Krishna's will. By distributing nectar wide, you relieved the earth from the pain. You helped You saved so many fallen souls who were living life in vain. You helped us, Lord Govinda, meet. To you is our tribute. Let planet Earth embrace your feet and offer you salute. Srila Prabhupada ki! Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
I just wanted to mention a couple points that you brought up. It was an amazing, amazing talk. One was how you explained the true meaning of the words dust from the lotus feet, that it's to really follow the instruction of your master and guru. That was beautiful. And the other one was where you said that Krishna said that it's not that you won't have troubles, but I promise to always be by your side.
Yes.
Beautiful points. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. It's nice actually. You see, this is very, very churning topics. If you go deeper and deeper and deeper, we can actually generate the more and more enthusiasm. Isn't it? How you can be enthusiastic? You have to be with enthusiastic people. That's what it's my secret. I'm always trying to find some enthusiastic preachers. Just be and serve them. Mahat sevam dvaram ahur vimuktis. And listen from them. You see? Shushrushoh shradadhanasya vasudheva katha ruchihi yat mahat sevaya vipram punya tirthani sevaya. By serving them, and the best service to lend your ears to hear from them. Because they have some realizations which they digested. And they applied in their life, and they got some fruit, and they are here to distribute this fruit to us. And we don't have digestion power, then we cannot digest it. It will come, ayaram gayaram. So, but if we really can work together, we can just, serve them, they will be pleased to share their realization. Because, who we are for them to share their intimate things, It's very, there is on a Hindi saying, Hira payo mat gatayo, barambara mat khulo. If you got a diamond, don't show time and again to everyone. Otherwise it will be stolen. Make sense? Very important. Mm-hmm.
So we usually have like 8 to 8:30 Aarti here and Kirtan.
Actually,
and we thought that we missed it, but actually I realized that we did not. So by your wonderful talk, the Kirtan continued, and it was so full of nectar that we could feel the like Krishna Prema that was coming through you. So thank you very much for that.
Well, it's big words, but actually, to be honest, we just warmed up. Now we just warmed up. I feel like just now we can start to talk. Really. I just feel like now we are, like before you're warming up yourself, then performance starts. That was warming up, because everybody coming with their own, so many things they are bringing here. And to polish that and prepare us and to warm up and just to get ready, everyone to put on the same page, takes a little bit time. It's called Dirgha Kali. Takes a long time to set up everyone on the same page. But once we're on the same page and speaking the same language, then we can start talk. And the talk sometimes can be very informal. Sometimes formal talk is there, but once relationships established, things becomes informal. It's called Vishramba. Vishrambhena means very friendly. Then it becomes Snidha. Snidha, one of the meaning of Snidha is oil. And also love, affection. There's some rules. Ashabandha, Snidha and Swajatiya. I said we have to be on the same page, Swajatiya, same group blood. We have to be Snidha, some affection, relationship has to be there. So it can flow. Another meaning of Snidha, Snidha means oil. When sometimes like parts of the mechanism like rusted, you have to just put oil in between so it can become very smooth. So when relationships established on the basis of service, tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasna sevaya. Because when service attitude is there, Guru can see, okay, he's very humble, he is in service attitude. He is not puffed up. Okay, he naturally, Prabhupada explains, he naturally wants to share his realization, naturally, because he is not conjuice, he is not miser. That's why Prabhupada said, I came not to cheat you. I came to share with you. But the problem is, we're choosing always another side. That's why it is explained there's real blessing and there's false blessing. External, tatastha and swarupa, Ashirvad. Many people coming to temple, as I already mentioned, many people. I'm not saying you, but many people coming to Hindu temple, but confirm, you see. So they're doing all kind of exercise and drama in front of deities. They even giving some 1 rupee donation or $1 donation because it's religious practice. And because people, they following all these externally things, they caught up with external performances, 4, 2, 3, 7s, different rituals. And you know what makes spiritual and ritual? What makes ritual different from being spiritual? Anyone knows? Ritual and spiritual. What is the difference?
The spirit.
No. SPI plus ritual. Srila Prabhupada and ISKCON plus ritual. It becomes spiritual. Yeah, it's called Niyamagraha. We are speaking the mantra without understanding the meaning. Shnik shnik hiri hiri brum brum, shnik shnik hiri hiri brum brum brum, shnik shnik hiri hiri brum brum. You know, I told this story when one devotee was chanting shnik shnik hiri hiri brum brum, and 3 Yamadutas came to him. Ha 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 ha, come. Your number came, come. Oh, no, I'm devotee, see, tilak, I'm chanting. No, all life you were calling us. My name is Shnik, he's Hiri and he's Brum. Shnik Shnik Hiri Brum Brum, Shnik Shnik Hiri Brum Brum Brum, Shnik Shnik Hiri Brum Brum Brum, Shnik Shnik Hiri Brum, because I have to go to office. Shnik Shnik Hiri Brum Brum Brum, Shnik Shnik Hiri Brum Brum, Shnik Shnik Hiri Brum Brum. I see you're laughing, but now recently, 1 month ago, I have one student. He was student in the college, and I was preaching like that, and he became brahmachari in ashram. He became brahmachari, joined. His parents, they freaked out. You know, in India, हमको छोड़ के चले गए. People getting really mad. My mother used to come. Last time I was sharing, my mother now became devotee. But she kicked me out from the house for 25 years, and she used to come to temple with big stick. Where is my son? I used to hide myself. And one day I remember I was painting the wall of the temple on the staircase like this, inside the ashram. I was painting something wall, and my entrance door to the ashram was downstairs. And I saw mother came, and the ladder was very high, and I was on the top, and she didn't notice me, I was on the top. Where is my son? I said, oh my God, I hope she will not look up. With the stick she used to come to chase me. So anyway, this student, he became brahmachari, and he joined the ashram, and his father was so angry, criticizing, like I had to deal with so many parents. Once Gauranga Prabhu was sharing, father came to ashram and said, why my son, he's too young to join ashram, brahmachari, he has to live his life. When he'll become 50 years old, then only he can join ashram, not now. Then he asked, how old are you? 55. Okay, you come join ashram and we'll send your son back home and you come back to ashram. Oh no, wait, I'll consult my wife. Wait. He went to the wife, next morning he came, okay, keep my son, okay, let him stay here. So, and this is, this student, our student, he joined ashram, and his father was very angry. And recently he got some coma, he went in coma in emergencies, they took him. And he went into coma, ventilator, he was just lying down for a long time, some days and days. And so his son was taking care of him, and he was in hospital, in coma. And when he came back from coma to senses, first thing he said, give me japamala, give me beats, I want to chant, give me beats. I said, what happened, father? What happened? He was so against Krishna, now he's asking for the beats, what is this? He said, you know what? I saw the darshan, I saw all this hell. They showed me the hell. So I saw all hellish planets. Really? So he was telling me personally, I called him, he was telling me. So what happened? He said, when I was leaving body, Yamadutas came. And they took me out from the body. They took me out, It was so painful, so painful. I went blank completely. So much pain, I forgot everything. Everything was deleted from my memory. I forgot everything. So painful, so... And then they took him around and they showed him so many big disasters, There is so many planets. Atala, Patala, Talatala, Rasatala, so many planets. And finally, they brought him in big line. It's a real story, straight from the battlefield, I'm telling you. Just, it's not just concocted story. Directly he told me. So, and he doesn't have any reason to lie, believe me. He was just on that side of the death. He have seen death. So he came back and said, you know what, big line of people, big line. And I'm standing in that line, screaming, and big, huge Yamadutas, very ugly looking, grabbing one guy by one. And it was a wall with 4 holes, and fire coming from those holes, big holes. And this guy grabbing one by one, and there's one man sitting on big chair with white hair, long one, and he keeping some file, like this file. And this file, he's opening the file, and just next, and some declaring something, And one by one, he reading the name, and this Yamadutas executors are taking and grabbing and throwing in that fire, one by one. So his number came, his father, Vakeshwar Pandit Prabhu, Vakeshwar Gaur Prabhu, his name. So his father came, number. And this Yamaduta comes, and this father, all of a sudden, he started to scream, no, you cannot do to me like this. You cannot do like this to me. So, why not? How are you special than others? And this father, he said, no, because I donated my son to Krishna. He will protect me. I know. You cannot do it to me because I donated my son to Krishna. And now this Yamadut became freaked out. What are you doing here? When he heard the name of Krishna, and this guy donated his son to Krishna. So he said, cross-check with this white hair wall. Hey, can you check? What is this? Is it true? He checked some file, Oh no, it's true. Take him out from the line immediately, otherwise we'll lose our job, Take him out. What are you doing here? Get out. His son is Hare Krishna devotee. No, take him out. And they took him, as the moment they took him out from the line, he came back to senses in hospital. Give me Japamala, give me Japamala. So things happening. It's just, you may say, somebody said, what if? Somebody asked, what if all this hell, all these things, when it's not real, when it's not real, then what? Why are you doing what you're doing? If all this hell is not true, then what's the use of what you're doing? So Prabhupada said, well, even there is no hell, in case, if there is no hell, still our life is very nice. We are 4:30 with waking up and dancing. You show me anyone 4:30 morning who is dancing in San Jose. You show me, unless they are drunk or whatever. Normal, sane person who wakes up, putting cold water, crazy. Prabhupada said, they're saying we are crazy, we are saying they're crazy. Who is crazy? And we are happy, dancing, from morning to evening. And, once a reporter came and said, it was Guru Puja, everybody dancing enthusiastically. And then after this big kirtan, Guru Puja, reporter asked him, that's okay, you're worshipping, that's okay, but what are you doing for your recreation? Prabhupada asked his secretary, what? What she's asking? What are you doing for your recreation? What? Prabhupada couldn't understand what she's talking about. Recreation, how are you relaxing yourself? What do you doing for recreation? Prabhupada said, this is our recreation. From morning to evening is nothing but recreation. No? You tell me, what is it not? We are dancing and nice prasadam, Ramji ka chiriya, Ramji ka khit, kub khau chiriya barbar ki pit. So we just enjoy, no? And then we just, wonderful philosophy. Srila Prabhupada, I heard one lecture, he said, we have first class temples, first class. Then Prabhupada said, we have first class deities. First class. Then Prabhupada said, we have first class philosophy, so many wonderful books. We have first class devotees, very intellectual. To understand first class philosophy, you have to have first class fertile brain. We have first class devotees. Then Prabhupada said, we have first class prasadam. Who can tell me this second class? First class. Halwa, gulab jamun, rasagula, paneer, sabji, everything, Raj Bhoga, you see. First class deities, first class philosophy, first class temples, Mayapur, Vrindavan, you go anywhere. Such a standard of worshipping, of deities in ISKCON. First class philosophy, first class devotees, first class prasadam. And Prabhupada said, and what is the reason people say don't want to come to us and join our movement? The reason only one. First class rascals. Because everything given first class. You open your mind, see, such a philosophy. Everything truth. To touch nose is so easy. No, we have to be complicated like this. It's too much complicated. It's simple for the simple. Too much complicated for complicated. Because of this false ego, because of this pride. Ahankara vimulatma. That's why all this garbage in the glass, which we... But if you accept the advice, just accept as it is and follow, you'll see how happy you'll be. Just simple. Anyway, you have to give me mantra to stop me, huh? All right? I did. I have so many. I brought guitar also. I brought so many things. It's like Brahmastra, Gitarastra, Accordion-astra, like ninja. Some you have to be. Prabhupada said something of everything, but everything of something. Something of everything. And as we say, we are international beggars. Prabhupada said, I have problem. I cannot think small. That's my problem. I'm an international beggar. Give me a skyscraper. Give me this, the Detroit Fisher Mansion, huge one. And Prabhupada said, beyond expectations, all over the world, he preached. Such a small man. One, actually, Sufi story came to my mind. Should I share with you before we stop? Yes. I was sharing this with devotees, but I think it's appropriate. Once, it was the king. And king, he wanted to construct big city. New city. So he called all the mysteries, all these professionals, carpenters and some different professions, to start construction. So for long 12 years they were working very hard to construct the city for the king. And after the completion of that city, king, he called everyone and he told them, I have a word for you. From one side I have money, gold, but from another side I have 4 advice for you. 4 advices. What will you choose? Would you like to have money or you want to have some knowledge? What do you want? So everybody became so tired and family waiting for them. We need money, we don't want, I know that. We don't need knowledge, we give us some money, we have to go. So king gave some gold. Take. He rewarded everybody generously. But one carpenter was there and he actually contemplated. If king putting his advices on the same scale with the gold, it must be very, very golden advices. It must be very, very important. So gold I can earn anywhere else because I have some skills, I can earn money. But knowledge, very important. So he was wise. He said, my dear king, I want advice. Can you give me advice? I don't want money. Raja swadeshi pujyanti, gyani sarvatra pujyatam. So, those who have knowledge, they can be worshipable everywhere. King, he known only in his own country, but knowledgeable person, he will be worshipped everywhere. So give me knowledge. So king took him aside and said, I'll give you this 4 advice. First one, don't ever put your luggage on horse while you'll be traveling back home. Don't put your belongings to any horse. Carry your own luggage yourself. Okay. Noted. Seen, noticed, recognized. So he wrote. Second one, never stay overnight in any house where wife is very young and husband very old. Or husband very young or wife very old. In such houses, never stay overnight. Okay? Third one, control yourself. Don't let your senses and mind freak out. Don't react on any situation immediately. Breathe 10 times again, so just cool down yourself. And then, all right. No. And then he said, I'm giving you 3 pieces of bread. 3 pieces of bread. Don't eat this bread until you rejoin your family. Until you enter your home, don't eat before that. Don't succumb on your senses and hunger. Tolerate. So you just tolerate that. Okay? Only at your home, when you meet your husband, when your wife and son, then only. All right. So they proceeded. Everybody, all these workers, they went together. And after some days of traveling, they became so tired. All of a sudden, one man on the horse came. Oh, you're so tired. Why are you so foolish? Put your bags on my horse. No problem, I can help you. So everybody became very glad because everybody tired. Happily they put that. And very nicely, horse was carrying that luggage of everyone. And everybody mocking this one carpenter. You fool, you put your bag also. So that's okay, it's okay. I am fine. Everybody were just making fool out of him. You fool, you're not taking advantage of iPhone, iTouch, iPod, so much technology. It can make your life easy. It's Patridas Samhita Tatparya, purport. I'm just giving my commentary. Sometimes we're taking advantage of so-called, helping technology. But it makes our life more complicated, in fact. So they took the advantage of this horse, put the bags. Sure enough, after some time, this, horse, he just smashed this horse and ran away with all the bags, leaving everyone behind. Everybody became behind. Lost everything. And this carpenter who was carrying his bag himself, it's with me. Thank you, king. Thank you. And now I got first advice. Then they reached one village. And in that village, it was one house. And they have to stay somewhere. So they came inside the house, such a hospitality. Young, beautiful lady fed them sumptuously, very nicely. Sit down, take prasadam, food. But the carpenter noticed. Husband was very old. And she is too much kind. Oti bhakti chori lokhan, they say, too much bhakti is something wrong here. So, okay, better I'll stay outside. She said, no, you stay in my home, everybody, enough space for everyone. So this carpenter said, no, better I'll stay outside. Thank you. Again, everybody mocking, laughing. Hey, you fool, be practical. It's very cold outside. Stay here. That's all right. He left and stayed under the tree. Early morning, he woke up and he saw a big crowd of soldiers and army and big panic. So many neighbors came and this young lady screaming, these people, they killed my husband. They murdered him at night. What happened? She killed her husband, old man, because she had a lover. So she killed her husband and she blamed that this is all travelers they killed. They blamed them. An army came and captured and put them in jail. And she went with his lover and ran away. But this carpenter was thinking, wow, my dear king, thank you, good advice. I am safe. Because I was not, if I would be also there in the house, I am also gone. Okay, he came. Third advice worked. Then he came back to his home. And when he came to home, evening time, he came to the window and he wanted just to make surprise for his wife that I came. He never informed her. But when he came to the window, he heard some voice, his wife talking to somebody. And it was the voice of the man. Very low voice of the man. So this husband was saying, in my absence, she is with lover. She was so angry. He took his rifle and he was about, and now I'll kill both of them. He was just about to break the window, and when his finger was on the trigger, he remembered third advice of the king. Control your mind, Don't give in yourself immediately. Don't react immediately. Cool down, breathe, and he breathed, okay. And was unwillingly, he removed his finger from there. Okay, let me control myself. Let me continue hearing what they're talking about. And when he again started to hear, he heard his wife telling, my dear son, don't worry. I heard that king already let everybody go, so our father now on the way back. Oh, it is my son. Because when he left, his son was small, but after 12 years he grown up, so he's now like man. And I misunderstood his voice was the voice of lover. Oh, thank you. I was about to kill both of them. So when he came inside the house, said, oh, my dear wife and son, I am here. I came to you. Everybody's so happy. Joyful reunion. But wife said, well, why didn't you inform me? I didn't cook anything to receive you. I'm feeling so embarrassed. I don't have anything to feed you. And this carpenter said, don't worry, my dear. I have 3 pieces of bread. King so kind, he knew. He gave it to me. So now we can have feast. It was nice milk and bread. So happily, family sit together, about to eat the bread. When they open the bread, some gold was inside. Then wife opened her own bread. Also gold, and son. So they end up with 2 pieces of golden bread inside. So much money. Why? At the end of the movie, happy end? Because he was able to follow the advice of Supreme King. So Bhagavad-Gita is nothing but advice-giving book for us. If you simply believe Krishna, Shraddhavan bhajate imam same yukta tamo mataha. If you have faith, Shraddha anusari bhakti adhikari, you can get there. You will reach the end of the destination till the last point, and you will get the supreme gold as a Krishna prem. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And this is the secret of Bhagavad-Gita. And Prabhupada, finally, he said, what is the most important shloka of all Vedas? And everybody started to say, Sarva Dharman Parityaja, oh, so many shlokas. Atah Shri Krishna Namadina Bhavad Grahyam. So many shlokas. Prabhupada said, yes, very important shlokas, but not the most important. So finally, everybody asked him, then Prabhupada, which one is the most important then? Which one? And Prabhupada said, Yasya deve tatha gurau tasyait kathina hyartah prakashante mahatmanaha. Those who have unflinching faith in Guru and Krishna, for such great persons, all spiritual knowledge will be revealed. Prakashantema, from the heart. Divya Gyan Haride Prokashito. So those who have an unflinching faith. And Sharanagati means, one of the part of Sharanagati, that's of course another discussion, 6 angas of Sharanagati. Krishna says in Bhagavad-Gita, Sarva Dharman Parityaja Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Sharanagati, surrender to me. What does it mean, surrender? 6 steps of surrender. And one of those steps, Anukulyasya Sankalpah Pratikulyasya Varjanam Guptritve Varnam Tatha Rakshaititi Vishwaso Atmanikshepa Karpanyam. 6. Auspicious accept, non-auspicious reject. And one thing, Guptritve Varnam Tatha, Krishna will always maintain us. He will maintain us, guaranteed. I have full faith. Like Shiva's. Krishna has to maintain me in Chaitanya Bhagavat. I will clap every morning and Krishna has to maintain me because I surrender my life to him, he has to maintain. That conviction. Rakshayatiti Vishwaso, to have full faith that Krishna will protect me. To surrender everything and humility, karpanya, humility. So that's why I wish to all of us, let us surrender, rejoin Krishna consciousness and resurrender to Srila Prabhupada and take those advices of Bhagavad-Gita he gave us without speculating. and become happy in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Antariksha Prabhu ki jai. Overloaded, huh?